All right, so recording this live, gentlemen, for you guys out there. How you doing? It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. We are going to be talking about and discussing stop being available and start being vulnerable. So we're doing this live. We're going to keep this up, but I'm going to talk about it and we're going to break it down. Guys, if you have a question, go ahead and put a Q. I'll be happy to answer any question that you have, but I need to, and I'm driving, so I need to drive, but I need to watch what y'all are saying as well. But I want to tell you something that guys learn too late when it comes to the game, and is that being available is not actually a flex that a lot of guys have. I think it's a big problem a lot of guys have, and it's not. A lot of guys think that when you're available to a woman, it's like you actually care about her, but it doesn't show that you care. It doesn't show that you're loyal, and it doesn't show that you're actually mature. It just. And a lot of guys don't understand, it just shows that you have actually created your life basically around a woman. And when you create your life around a woman and everything, gentlemen, it really does more damage than good to a lot of you guys out there, because a lot of you guys are actually kind of like sending messages. Now, if you have a question, gentlemen, please cap your question and everything. I'll be happy to answer it. But I'm just going to continue to talk about this because this is going to stay up. This is going to be a live video for you guys out here while I'm driving and everything. And I just want to talk about your value as gravity. See, that in the game, gentlemen, value has structure, okay? And value has priorities. And value, when you have the game, is all about timing, rhythm, and actually tone. And the most important thing that people don't ever tell you about value is that value will always have a standard that is attached to it. And that is why it's very important that we talk to a lot of young men about what's going on here, because a lot of young men out here get the wrong idea and actually the wrong impression really about the game when it comes to that. So guys, again, if you guys have a question, go ahead, cap it, but I'm going to keep talking and going and breaking down this game while we're driving and everything. And we are going to keep this up. But I think too, when we talk about being available, a lot of you guys are also available to fear. You're also available to anxiety and things like that. And that's what hurts you. And I get it, when you meet a woman, you feel that if I give her more of my time, it's going to actually show her that I'm actually interested in her. And it does the opposite effect when it comes to women. And I think that's the problem. A lot of guys are always going to have that problem, because a lot of guys don't understand that the moment you start moving and thinking and making her your life, everything goes the wrong way. And I think so many men are going to go through these kind of problems, because a lot of young men don't understand their value, they don't understand the game, and they don't understand the importance of being too easy. When you're available, it's not about being available, okay? Because if you're too available in a woman, now remember, I keep telling you, women are really cold in the game. And women are so cold in the game, when you are actually available for that woman, you're not just saying that I'm available. You're not just saying that. What you're actually saying is that, guess what? I'm too easy to move. I'm too easy to follow. I'm too easy to go ahead and submit and do whatever it is I want you to do. I have, too easy access, gentlemen. And that's the thing that most guys will understand. Women need to feel this, gentlemen. And I'll continue to say that. They need to feel this. But also, guys, if you guys are listening, don't forget, gentlemen, Mouthpiece 101 is out. And this is why it's very important for her to not only hear that you have a life, but the way I've created it with Mouthpiece 101, when you get it, is that you're going to show her actually the life that you actually have, gentlemen. I think that's the beautiful thing about it, when I can show a woman that I have a life. But I never, remember before the internet, before, when everything was in black and white, when I was your age and everything, I had a life. I never was home. I was always smashing, spending time with women or something, but I was just never home, unless for a dick resting day, or I want to play video games or something like that. But my life was just full. And for a lot of you guys out there, I just want you guys to realize that if you don't have a life, a woman is not going to want to be a part of your life, gentlemen, all you guys out here. And what I want you guys to understand is that a person, when you start to learn the game, one thought, one mind, one way, and you start to actually value yourself, gentlemen, playing games with a woman. I always tell you guys, not games, not manipulating, not beating around the bush, not walking on the eggshells, not trying to maneuver or manipulate a woman. I don't want to manipulate her. I want her, I don't want her just to miss me. There's levels to this. Guys, you humans want women to miss you. You want women to think about you. You want women to desire you. But I want it on a deeper level, man. There's levels to this. And on a deeper level, I want her to think about thinking about me. I want her to miss missing me. I want her to want to desire me or desire the thought of desiring me. And that's what I'm saying, man. Okay. And I say for all you guys out there, what's very important is that a woman needs to know when I wake up and I move, man, is that I'm committed to the game. I'm committed to myself. But this is why it's a good thing for women. Because if I make the commitment to myself, okay, gentlemen, think about this. If I make the commitment to myself, right, then I make the commitment to making her wet and to connecting to her on a deeper level. I make a commitment to all the sexual amusement rides that I have in my amusement park to be perfect. I upgrade those. I make a commitment to make her smile in different ways, to make her blush in different ways, to make her feel sexy, to make her feel seen, to make her feel heard. So the woman is going to get from the commitment that I have to myself, because I commit in doing things in the best way I possibly can, where I also commit to recreating certain things. That's why I teach you how kissing 101. I teach you how to kiss a woman a million different ways. I teach you how to eat pussy a million different ways. I teach you how to fuck her a million different ways. I teach you to make her masturbate a million different ways, because the commitment to yourself is showing the value that you actually have in yourself, gentlemen. Now, guys, if y'all got a question, cap it, but I'm just chopping up this game while I'm driving and everything. But I do want to let you guys know, again, there's got to be a commitment to yourself to say that, listen, and guys, you are going to be 55 years old. I'll be 50, August, April, right? May, June, July, 4 months, 55 in 4 months. So what I'm saying to you guys, you young motherfuckers at 55, you'll be 55 one day, and you could be a bad motherfucker. You could be a cold motherfucker because of the value that you have yourself. I value my body. I have a dad body, but I value myself to a point where I became an alcoholic, not drinking and not smoking or taking drugs, but I took my drugs. It was all in-house because I was my own natural high and everything like that. So I just wanted to say that to you guys out there. And I think Beautiful said hello, Beautiful. But capitalize your question if you're talking. But I do want to say to all you guys out here that most of you guys get trapped because you were taught that being available to a woman means that she's going to like you. And let me tell you something. I don't want a woman to like me. Don't ever do anything to get a woman to like you. A woman liking you. Okay, listen. Women like their dogs. Women like their cats. Women like chocolate cake. Women like cookies. Women like lipstick. Women like dresses. Women like purses. And women like shoes. Now, why am I saying this? Because anything a woman likes, she can cut that shit off quickly. Now, let's talk about the color. She might like to wear black today, but she may change her mind and do something else. Do you see what I'm saying? So I just want you guys to understand that when it comes to this, I know you guys think it's a noble thing to get a woman to like you, but I don't want to be a supportive person or a tampax to a woman that sits around and makes her feel a certain way. And see, the thing is that I want to be a priority to myself to show her that, listen, I don't want you to like me. I want you to connect to me. Gentlemen, see that, okay, when you're available, you're saying, like me, give me a chance, give me an opportunity. What can I do to get you to look at me versus all the other guys that are after you and trying to talk to you? What I'm saying to you guys out here is that this is not about being mean or cold or cruel or anything like that. It's about a connection that you have with yourself. And see, most people don't understand that the real value comes in the way that you actually look at yourself, gentlemen. It's not the way, and thank you 16 likes, it's not the way that you look at a woman and stuff like that. I like being present in front of a woman and she knows that I'm not desperate, I'm not needy, or I'm not thirsty, that we can actually have a decent conversation. You know, it's the one thing that is pretty weird, gentlemen, that people don't understand, is that the value that you have is in everything that you do, everything that you say, all the interactions that you have. Let me get this question right here. This young man says, she asked me if I was shy. I said, I don't think so. Okay, so let me explain something to you. What's your name? Choppa. Okay, the only reason, see, I don't think you guys understand women and emotional perfect pitch. If a woman ever asks me, am I shy? Then I might as well charge it to the game. Because a woman is either going to feel one or two things from you guys, Choppa. She's either going to feel a dominating man, or she's going to find a person that is soft. And what I'm saying to you, if a woman is ever asking you, are you shy? Then that's telling her that in the bedroom, you are not a dominating man. You are not going to draw out that nasty, dirty, kinky side to her that wants to be unleashed. You're going to play it soft. You're going to be passive. You're going to, gentlemen, you never want a woman to ask that. Oh my, it's like, Choppa, that's death. And the reason why she's saying that you're shy, what she's asking that you're shy, is because you're not doing anything dominating to show her that you have these certain leadership characteristics where you're not trying to put her into a cage. Remember, I want to free her from the cage, gentlemen. Most of you guys want to trap her in the cage. So when you guys, right, no, I saw when you said no masculine presence, right. So gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying. If a woman ever asks you, are you shy? Man, you might as well go get some Tampaxes, go ahead and paint your fingernails and start talking about boys and things like that. Women like dominant men, but dominance is a valuable trait in which you must have. Because you are available in all of this, if that makes sense. Because you're available, the problem is, Choppa, what you're doing is, like a lot of humans do, is you're pretending to be soft, nurturing, understanding, and all that feminine stuff that's gonna hurt you with the game. And the thing is, for most of you guys out there, the first shift that you have to make as a man, one thought, one mind, one way, is to stop asking yourself the question, what am I going to do, or what do I do to get her attention? Now, I want y'all guys to write this down. It's very important. See, most of you guys, when you look at a woman, you kind of look at the woman second. You don't look at her first. And the reason why you look at her second is because you're looking at the competition. You're looking at a woman that you find beautiful. There's nothing wrong with looking at a beautiful woman. There's nothing wrong with looking at a woman's body that's attractive, gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that then you start to worry about the next man. And then you start to say to yourself, what do I have to do to get her to look at me versus every other guy out there that's trying to do the same thing? But gentlemen, that's the problem. The problem is, like I told you guys, it's a closed loop mentality. The system is actually broken because you're looking at the woman. See, gentlemen, please write this down. There's two kinds of attention a man is going to get. One is going to be from the surface, and one is going to be from a feeling. And gentlemen, if you want the one from a feeling, you have to stop trying to seek her approval. All I can do is this. Okay, so if I'm talking to a woman or interacting with a woman, I know I have a small window, and that's the truth. We all have a small window. And it's not the small window because of us. It's a small window because what y'all guys don't understand, women have a lot of things on their mind. Remember, gentlemen, please write this down because no one's going to tell you this. This is not about a woman thinking about a bunch of guys all day, every day. Women have priorities, okay? And as I told you before, it could be her parents, it could be her friends, it could be her job, it could be her cat, it could be her dog, it could be her having to study, it could be a presentation, it can be a million things, gentlemen, all right? So please understand, oh wait, well, let me get back and stay in this lane. You're not the priority. So that means that when that window is open, that means, gentlemen, at that point in time, you are on her mind. And what you are going to do in that situation, and thank you 20 likes, is going to be the difference between you staying on her mind, gentlemen. Now, when I say stay on your mind, this is what's important. Okay, I talked to a woman, we stopped talking. When I say stay on her mind, I want to linger. For all you guys that smoke that sticky, yicky, you know what I'm talking about. You know, after you hit that high or get that high, you know, it lingers for a little while, you know what I mean, before it dissipates and goes down. Well, the way that when you have value, you talk to a woman is actually the same way. When you get off the phone with her, okay, now watch this with women. Now, you could be a vape pen or a hookah. That means she smokes you in, blows you out, and continues on with her day and not think about you. Or you could be that drug, because each and every one of you can be a drug. Let me get over it. Where you can have that conversation with that woman, let her get a hit of you, then you get off the phone with her, and then allow her to process, not from a logical standpoint. Remember, gentlemen, valuable men are going to force a woman into a different reality of processing from feelings and emotions, not from logic. Okay, here's the good news, gentlemen. Every guy that she's talking to right now is not hitting. And I'm, like Fish says, hitting the bottom. So they're talking, listen, women are talking guys, okay? Women are texting guys. Don't be threatened by that. Women are interacting with guys. Don't be threatened by that. But it's the difference between a vape pen and, I don't know, crack rock that you put in a thing and suck that shit in. It is a different hit that a woman's going to have. So I don't want you guys to ever feel like just because she's talking to someone, I know this is going to sound crazy. I want her talking to other men. I want her talking to other men. Because here's the thing, gentlemen, the more human she talks to, the more she'll start to either think about you, she'll start to miss you, or she'll start to say to herself, if you tie those two together, you know, what is he thinking about me right now? Did he enjoy the conversation I had? Did he like the hairstyle, or did he like my makeup? They'll start asking those questions, gentlemen. That's what you want to hear. That's what value does, gentlemen. It makes her not just ask the question, but it makes her question the question in itself of the interaction that you had. You know, when I was talking to him, he looked at me a certain way. The way he was smiling at me, the way he made me blush, the way he just pulled me into him. Man, what is he doing right now? Am I on his mind? Is he thinking about me right now? And if he's thinking about me right now, why isn't he messaging me right now? Is he messaging me right now? Is he talking to someone else? Or is he busy doing something? Should I reach out to him? You know what? Should I say something to him just to let him know or to keep me on his mind? Because gentlemen, listen, women are smart enough, because I keep telling you the power of the pussy. When women are very cold with this. So women know how to keep you on their mind. So this is what a woman would do if she's smart. Okay, she's saying, okay, he's not talking to me right now. He's not reaching out to me right now. We just got done talking, but I know there's some other bitch. That's how they talk about other women. I know there's some other bitch he's talking to. Some hussy, some slut, some whore, and that bitch can't fuck with me. So let me show you how they throw a rich. So they don't, this is, Jenna, write this down. This is called a pussy block, not a cock block, but a pussy block. Write that down, gentlemen. Nobody's gonna teach you this. A pussy block is when a woman, wait real quick, ladies, I'm sorry. Ladies, I don't mean to give this away, but they need to know this. They need to know this. And I know women right now, hey guys, we're right now saying, Steve, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Guys, a pussy block is when a woman knows, okay? Hold on, I got you real quick. A pussy block is when a woman knows that other women are talking to you, but she's like, you know what? I want to be on his mind. I don't want him thinking about that other bitch. So you know what they do? They'll send you a photo. They'll send you a message. They'll text you something. They'll shoot you an emoji. They will send something over, and they so cold about it. They will do something or send something over, whether it's a meme, an emoji, letting you know I enjoyed our conversation. Hey, this is funny. I saw this and thought about you. Because the pussy block is saying that I know he's going to talk to that bitch, but how is he going to talk to her if I'm on his mind? So please understand, gentlemen, that's a pussy block. So that means that when you have value and she knows you're done talking and she's got something to do, what she's going to do is throw a pussy block on you. Okay, so he says, is questioning something they want to stop themselves from doing? Because, wait, is questioning something they want to stop? What do you mean? Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. Thank you, 29 likes. I don't know what you mean by that. Guys, I had a client the other day, man. Gentlemen, please listen to me. Please listen to me real quick, off topic, real quick. If a woman says happy Easter to you motherfuckers, Easter's over with. But if a woman says happy Easter, now gentlemen, remember the game does not have religion. The game is not God, Jesus, Yahweh, Buddha, flowers, plants, and dolphins. By telling her what you think about Easter. Man, I had someone do that, guys. That's why you lead her to the Easter game. Let me get this question. Dub, you got to cap that, brother. He's saying right here, I was referring to when you say they question themselves. No, what I'm saying is that what happens, Jay, is when you are valuable, you leave such an impact on her that she analyzes the conversation. Now, she's got things to do. I'll give you an example. I'm talking to a woman and she's got a presentation or something. She's got to go to work or she's got a meeting to go to. And we're talking and everything is cool. And she's like, okay, well, I got a presentation. Or I tell her, your presentation's up, just get at me later. And she's like, okay. And she goes back. She'll go back. Now, this is how cold women are. They can shift their focus. Gentlemen, one thing that I will credit women on is they know how to shift their focus. So she will shift her focus on the presentation, but the feeling that she has is still going to linger. So while she is working on the presentation, what's going to happen is while her focus is shifted there, sometimes without it being rooted, remember, it will drift back to you where she will pause a moment and she would just smile and say, all right, she's like this, okay, well, I need to make sure that I da-da-da-da-da, and then she'll pause and be like, and he's like that, and then go back in. So that's a drift. That's what I'm saying, okay? He says, a pussy block is the same as when a woman leaves her thing. No, that's not a pussy. Well, yeah, that could be a pussy block, but that's why you have the box, the lost and found box. So yeah, a pussy block can be leaving an earring, a bra, trinkets, lipstick, eyeliner, mascara, something over there. Absolutely, that can be a pussy block. But let us continue. Guys, got a question? Cap it. We got y'all covered. Another hard truth that I need to hear, Jim, and I want to talk to y'all. And again, the problem is look, guys, you always tell you, say it right, guys, say the word ass. See that smile when I say ass? The reason I have that smile when I say ass is because there's a difference between an ass smile that is a genuine smile. This is me. I'm not faking this. But for a lot of you guys, a lot of y'all talk to women like this. Hello, how are you doing? How is your day? Mine, you look very nice today. I like your hairstyle. I like the way your lipstick is on your lips. They look pretty smooth. Do you see what I'm saying? So then for a lot of you guys out here, you know that you have to try to have personality. So then you're like this. Hi, how's your day? Yeah, and you cheese. Gentlemen, the reason why I smile when I throw something a woman's way is because I want her to feel the sincerity of what I'm saying. Gentlemen, they can feel it in your text. You remember I used to tell you the song, Hello? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Is that the one? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? You know, the fuck you. It was Lionel Richie back in the day. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I can send a woman a compliment and she can feel the smile behind the words. That's the impact as fuck. You see what I'm saying, guys? That's what I'm saying to you guys out here. Guys, if y'all are like this, hi, well, how's your day? How's your day doing? And you're, no. Guys, you gotta relax yourself. See, I always like to say the word ass. And see that? It just comes out. You know what? You know, something about when you have your hair down, something I really, really like, is when you just take one piece of hair, pull that bitch down and let that motherfucker go. That is sexy to me. Now see that, gentlemen? I can say that, I can type that, but I'm being sincere because I'm noticing that sometimes a woman is going to actually fix herself up for me. Now, sometimes a woman will put their hair up. A woman will put their hair in a ponytail. Regardless of how they put their hair up, I always wanted to pull that one little piece of hair out. And I want that shit to dangle. That shit is fucking sexy to me. But see, that's me. But there's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong. And I'm not saying compliment her hair like, hey girl, I want some milk and cookies. Your hair, girl, your hair is so fab. When did you? No, not none of that stupid shit. I'm just saying that, you know what? Why don't you just take one little piece of strand of hair and pull that down for me? Because you know what? I find that very sexy. I find that very attractive. You see what I'm saying? And this is where the value, gentlemen, comes in at. Because you must be self-directed in order to give a woman self-direction. You got to direct yourself first, gentlemen. And that's what I'm saying to you guys out here. So what does value actually look like? Well, gentlemen, I'm going to shock you. All right? It's going to fuck you up here, but get your crayons out. That means get your notes out, gentlemen. And for all you guys out there, Mouthpiece 101 is out to begin the process of creating what I'm about to talk about. What value looks like, gentlemen, on a piece of paper. What I want you to do is all I want you to do is draw a circle. Gentlemen, draw a circle. Now watch, it's very important. I need you to listen, guys. I want you to draw a square that doesn't connect. Listen what I'm saying. I'm just trying. I got it in my head. I can't draw it because I'm driving and I don't want to die. So gentlemen, draw it out because this is part of the game. We teach you shit where you with the show. So I want you to draw a circle, then I want you to draw a square that does not connect. Value from somebody that wants ass and titties is always going to be the circle, okay? Always available, 75% off. I don't want value. I want to show her, gentlemen, you ready? Sexual value. Woo-wee. Guys, you're about to drown. Come on, guys. Now, how does one create sexual value and what does it look like? Sexual value looks like what I just showed you. If you look at that square that is not connected, it is an open loop. And sexual value looks like when a man has a certain kind of a standard that draws a woman out, is that you want to create an open loop in that woman. See, the reason why the square has spaces is because I want her to fill in the spaces with her interpretation of what she feels about the interaction that the two of us have, okay? See, the thing is that my life is not built on a woman needing me, but I know how to become the need for a woman. This is part of my drug lab. This is why I'm working on the Percocets of me and the fentanyl of me, because I want to introduce my drug to her. Whether she drinks me, smokes me, or injects me, I want to not manipulate her reality, but I want to show her with me that she is more than a subtotal of who she actually thinks she is. And that is why, remember, gentlemen, a closed loop cannot grow and a closed loop cannot evolve. So that means every woman, now here's the good news, gentlemen, I've always said to you guys out here, for all you guys out here, shout out to my dogs out here, and gentlemen, if you have a question, go ahead and put a Q. We're breaking the game down. We're going to keep this up, so make sure y'all soak this up. Remember, write this stuff down, gentlemen. This is an interactive class. Listen, if women are talking to closed loops, that means the interactions they have will never have them evolve or grow. What I'm saying, gentlemen, is that when I'm interacting with her, I'm not interacting with her. You're saying, Steve, whoa, what the fuck? Listen to me. Listen to me. When I'm interacting with a woman, I'm going to say it again, I am not interacting with her. I am interacting with a side of her that is still dormant and sleeping. Remember, gentlemen, women are educated. Gentlemen, I will say this until I die. Women are educated. Women know how to read. They know how to write. They know how to spell. They know how to pay their bills. They know how to buy things. They know how to have their own businesses and everything in between. But they've never met a fucking man. So that means she's dormant, and I'm going to wake something up inside of her that she doesn't even know she has. And that is the evolved sexual woman, the evolved woman that can be seduced, romance, the evolved woman that could be connected to me on a level that is so great that when I'm not around, I'm going to give her a pain in which she's never experienced before. And that's the pain, gentlemen, that you want to give every woman. And it is that pain and that hunger to smoke you, drink you, or inject you and say, you know what? I got that high. The high is going away. I need another hit of you. Let me call you. Let me reach out to you. Let me see if you're busy so I can come over to your house. Let me find a reason or excuse to call you, to message you, to send you a voice message. Let me find a reason to send you a photo. Do you see what I'm saying? So, gentlemen, the pussy crumbs cannot be just a thing of her throwing salt with another woman. It's her saying, I need more of you, but not in the reality that y'all are in. Women don't know this shit, gentlemen. Listen to me. They don't know it. They only can act, gentlemen, I tell you guys, listen, and it's very important to, y'all got to cap your questions. It's very important to know that the only way a woman can access that is, as I told you, through masturbation and touching herself. But when a woman realizes a man is not built on being needed, then when a man reaches out to that woman, it carries more weight, gentlemen, because what that woman is saying, okay, check it out. Okay, this guy has a life. This guy has his own kingdom. He has things that he has to do. He's a very busy person. And I know I hate to admit this, but this guy has other women. Okay, this to be true. Now, gentlemen, before I say this, I want to connect this dot because it's very important. For many of you guys, you think the same way with women, so you are going to understand what I'm saying. Now, gentlemen, you know who you are. I'm not calling you out, but I'm just trying to get you to understand the understanding of what I'm about to tell you. For a lot of you guys out there, you think the same way. She's got a life. She's doing a million things. She's talking to a lot of guys. So when she reaches out to me, when she talks to me, how do you feel? Don't say anything, guys. Just think about what I'm saying. I'm not here to make you feel bad about yourself. I'm just here to teach you the game. So when you think that way, you will have an understanding that women don't do that all the time. It has to be accessed. And I'm gonna say it again before I continue. You know, she's busy. She's working out. She's hanging out with her friends. She's going clubbing. She's looking at purses and shoes and dresses and lipstick and makeup. She's watching TV, reading books and studying and working in her job and other guys and talking to other guys, dating other guys. But then she reached out to me. Oh shit, that feeling right there. What I'm saying to you is when a woman realizes that you don't need her, but you're reaching out to her, that's the dopamine hit that she's going to get from a man that values himself. But she doesn't know it until she's around it. That's why I keep trying to tell you guys, if 98% of the guys are just trying to get her pussy, she doesn't know what I'm talking about. Let's get this question. How long before you set the date up with a woman before she texts you? Well, I would always do it within 3 texts. Okay, when I say, I need you to understand what I mean by 3 text messages or 3 serves of a tennis match. A serve means that I say something, she says something. That counts as 1. She says something, I say something, that's 2. So within those 3 serves, I'm setting it up because I'm not wasting my fucking time having a Tampax conversation with a woman, just being glad that I'm talking to a woman. So a woman needs to know, young man that asked that question, she's got to feel that your time is something that is that's limited, not unlimited. She's got to feel that you don't give your time away to everybody. And a man that doesn't give his time away, young man, is a man that doesn't waste his time. So if you don't waste your time, wait, let me get over and go around. So if you don't waste your time, okay, let me show y'all this game. Soak this up, gentlemen. If you don't waste your time, you're gonna get to the fucking point. Gentlemen, I'm not saying she has to want to sleep with me, she wants to play with herself to me, or she wants to do anything sexual, but I need to know if I'm wasting my time. I'm not expecting her to fall in love with me and all that fucking lie bullshit. But I need to know if there is interest on an intimate level. And if there's not, I'm wasting my time, pretty much. This guy says, how do I leave a great impression on a woman? But see, you have to be impressive in my... Right now, you're available, basic, bland, boring. You can't fuck, you can't eat pussy, you can't turn a woman on. And if she... Guys, Guys, I apologize. For all you guys listening, I apologize. We had a little service hiccup. I'm sorry, guys. You know, that happens. But anyway, what I'm saying to you guys out there, thank everybody that's back on that stayed around. I appreciate it. We weren't going to finish this thing, but this is where the breakdown begins. And thank you, 35 likes. When you want to be the guy, you don't ever try to manipulate a woman trying to force a feeling. And I think that's where so many guys go wrong. I know that you guys are interested in women, and I know you guys want to be with women, but you cannot force a feeling on a woman. And I'm not saying, now listen, gentlemen, this is going to sound crazy. If a woman reaches out to you guys, okay, and I need y'all to listen to this. I know the world is telling you that if a woman reaches out to you, don't answer right away, because if you answer right away, that means that you don't have a life. And if you don't have a life, that means that she's not going to want to be with you, because it seems like you're sitting there waiting for her. I need y'all to listen to this. It's very important. Write this down. I need you to understand this. When a woman reaches out to you guys, okay, it's this simple. That means in that moment of time, because we're talking about time, because y'all don't understand the rules of time. In that moment of time, you will have at least, some of you, a minute window, some maybe a 5-minute window. I can't, every woman's different, but I'm gonna tell you this to be true. That means that you're on her mind at that point of time. Which means is, if you're on her mind, that means that I won't say 100% of the focus is on you, but I can say that there is going to be a probability for all you statistical motherfuckers. There's going to be a probability of a 70 to a 90% probability that you are on her mind at that point in time. Why am I saying that to you? Because if she's getting her nails done and she's thinking about you, she's thinking about her nails, talking to women and thinking about you. You're not going to get it at 100% unless it's late at night and she's in her t-shirt and her panties and she's in her bed, or she's by herself doing nothing or something, whatever. That's where the probability is going to go up. But I need you guys, you analytical, statistical motherfuckers, to game it out and think about what I'm saying. Meaning that when she reaches out to you, okay, when she doesn't reach out to you, that means the chances of her thinking about you are going to be less than 10%. Less than 10%, okay? Now, she thinks about you, or she reads something, or she wants to reply. It is at that moment that then she is going to think about you, and that thought that she has is going to be between 70 and 90% based off of what she's doing. Now, it can go up to 90 and 100 if she's in her bed, her t-shirt and panties, or if she's by herself drinking some wine, reading a book, where there's no distractions. That's basically what I'm saying. If there's distractions, we're looking at a 70 to a 85% probability that she is thinking about you. Does that make sense? All right? Let me make sure I got this right. Let me make sure I got this. Okay. So, what I'm saying to you young men is simply this. Thank you, 41 likes. Is when a woman reaches out to you, I'm not saying you have to answer in that second. You have to game it out and know where you think you are at with her. And you have to be able to answer it in that window, within that 80 to 70% window. I'm just showing you guys where they don't teach you this shit. Think. If you don't reach out to her, her mind is going to shut down and next motherfucker up. I'm telling you. Next guy up. And they don't give a fuck. Next guy up. That doesn't mean she's fucking that guy. Doesn't mean she's hanging out or likes that guy. Women are just not going to sit the fuck around and wait for you to reach out unless you have hit them in an emotional way where they feel your words. When you create that open loop, they're waiting for your message. Oh, and this is what drives them fucking crazy, gentlemen. I keep telling y'all the pain. It drives them fucking crazy, gentlemen. I'll give you a prime example. You're talking to a woman and y'all are kicking it. She's feeling you. Everything's going good. And then you gotta go, right? You gotta go. Now, remember I told you she's gonna analyze, she's gonna think about it. She's like, damn, you know, remember I told you pussy block. If y'all missed it, y'all gotta watch it early on. She's like, you know what? I bet you that motherfucker, some bitch is probably talking right now. Let me go ahead and pussy block him, okay? So when you do that, gentlemen, right? So when she's thinking that way, right? It is at that point in time that dopamine rush that she had is starting to go away. Now, gentlemen, this is going to be cold as fuck. And I don't think women are going to like to hear what I have to say. But I want to tell you honestly, listen. Okay, guys, I'm going to flip it. Because I need you to understand because this is an educational show. So this is interactive. So I need you to feel it, okay? So what I'm saying to you young men out here is this. When you have Facebook, WhatsApp, or IG, or your text messaging, okay? What you would get on your IG or on those apps is a notification. It's gonna bing, it's gonna ding, or it's gonna give you a number of how many messages that you have. I know, guys, I know you're not ignorant, but I've gotta slow this down so you can understand what I'm talking about. So when you just talk to somebody, you just met somebody, you just interacted with a woman, and everything is going good and you haven't heard from her, and you're waiting for her to reply back to you. And then all of a sudden, you look at your phone and it's either Instagram or Facebook or your text message, and there's a number. Maybe it's a 2, a 1, a 4, a 5. I don't know how many messages you get. But then there is this buzz. It's not a dopamine hit. It's a buzz that you're saying to yourself, is it her? Is it her? And then there's a little bit of excitement behind that. And then there's a little bit of nervousness behind that, saying that, man, like, what am I gonna say to her? Or what did she say to me? Does she like me? Is she interested? Is she gonna show me she's interested? I mean, all these things run through your head. And you get this little excitement, and then you nervously press that button to see the message, and it's not her. So you, gentlemen, you know how that feels. But I'm saying that's what women are that's gonna be their greatest thing that's gonna fuck with their feelings. Let me explain something why, gentlemen. Let me explain why. All right, gentlemen, you guys maybe get 1 to 5 messages in a 24-hour span. These motherfucking women are getting 30 to 40, damn near, if they have all their apps open. I'm just giving you a hypothetical. If they have their Facebook open, their Instagram open, their Hinge, their Tinder, whatever they have, in an hour, they're getting 40, maybe 34, and they're getting tons of messages. Tons of them. Now, let's say you're on Facebook or IG with her and you moved her to IG with, if y'all got the band, you know I got y'all covered in that. What's gonna happen is that, this is why I tell you, the other men are going to help you in this. Because the dopamine rush that you get, or the buzz you get when you think it's her, is the same thing they're going to get when they think it's you. And when they get that rush of excitement because they're like, oh my God, look, I know he was busy. I know he had a million things to do. Maybe he was talking to that bitch. You know how they talk bad about other women. Maybe he was working out. Maybe he was just chilling, playing his video games. But guess what? He's finally taken time to reach out and talk to me. Oh my God, I can't wait to answer it. And then what's gonna happen is, hey, girl, get a grip. Calm down, bitch. Don't act excited. Don't show him that he's got the pussy already. Calm down, girl. Slow your emotions down. Breathe, girl. Act chill. Don't get excited. I'm telling you, y'all don't think women don't do that shit, but they only do it to a certain kind of man, gentlemen. They don't do this to everybody. Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, God. I always drive by a guy, I like to give him $20, but I didn't see him today, so I won't give him the money. But anyway, back to you guys. So what I'm saying, women will go through that with a certain kind of man. Not every man. That's the one that values himself. But when they go through that dopamine rush and that excitement and then find out it's not you, that's what builds it up more. This is not a game. This is that at that point, that's when she's going to say, well, okay, guys, okay, please understand. So I'm kind of old here. So I don't think you young men are going to understand what I'm talking about. So back in the day, while you guys were swimming in your daddy's nut sacks, they used to have these things called message boards, okay? And what is a message board? A message board is this place where you go to and put your thoughts down on a subject that was handed to you online, okay? And if you wrote something and nobody actually saw what you wrote, you would do this thing called a bump. Okay, I'm just trying to help you guys. If you guys are old enough to know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Now listen to what I'm saying for all you new motherfuckers who don't know about message boards and shit like that. So a bump is when you post something and then it gets pushed down, but you feel like everybody didn't read it. So you write the word bump or something to put that message back to the top of the list. It was called a bump back in the day. I'm old, guys. Remember, I'm old. So I know you guys might not understand that. Now, women will do the same thing in 2026 that they used to do back in 2001. Okay? They will do the same thing. They will do what is called a bump. And what a bump is that, hello, I'm here, see me, hello, pay attention to me, hello, I want you to talk to me, hello. But they're going to do it in a way, gentlemen, where they're not losing face. Because remember, guys, women got pussy power, and women are like this. My pussy's the shit. I don't run behind men, but they run behind you, right? So when they do that bump, they do the bump by reaching out to you because they want to get your attention again to say, hey, I want to continue where we left off, gentlemen. And that's the power that I'm trying to say when you have value, okay? The goal, gentlemen, I keep trying to tell you because the internet wants to tell you to be less care. It's like the internet wants to say don't care about her or be less caring or something like that. What I'm saying is this is where the value begins, okay? The value, guys, is going to begin the moment, gentlemen, you decide that your time is not public property. Write that down, gentlemen. It is the moment you decide that your value is not for everybody. You are not public property, gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to get all of you young men to visualize about yourself. Your attention is not free therapy. I'm not here to hang out with you. I'm not here to talk about boys and paint my nails like it's a fucking slumber party. Okay? I'm just saying to all of you out here, that's what I'm saying. All right? And the thing that I'm saying to all you young men out here that don't understand the game is that we got to get a little deeper, because a lot of y'all guys, y'all may hear the message, but sometimes y'all miss the real problem. Sometimes y'all think being too available is just a texting issue. No, man, it's not a texting issue. It's not about replying fast, okay? The issue is about the behavior behind the gesture in which you're actually doing for the woman, man. And that's where the problem comes in at, for all you young men at. For all you guys listening and soaking this up. That's where everything goes wrong. And guys, Godspeed, you gotta cap that, okay? You gotta cap that. If you're talking to me, capitalize your question, gentlemen. I'll be happy to answer why I'm teaching. So, because I'm driving, I need you to yell at me or capitalize your question. Capitalize your question. That means you're kind of like raising your hand to me. But if you're not going to capitalize it, that means you're talking to everybody in the room. Okay? Cap your question. But what I'm saying to you guys out there, when your value does not come from a standpoint of women. Your value comes in the standpoint of my time. Okay, guys, why do you think I always would tell you young men? I would always tell you young men to please watch 1,000 Words. It's a terrible movie. It's an awful movie. But it's so much game in there, because you guys who don't value yourselves, you don't value your time, you don't value your dick, there's nothing you value. And that's why when women don't see you as valuable, because you don't value anything about yourself. The thing about a man that values himself is he values his words. My words are valuable because I'm not going to waste my words. I'm not going to waste a thought that I have to create the words in which I'm going to text. I'm not just going to send shit out there just because I can. That's what humans do who don't value themselves. That means that everything that I say, everything I do, and guys, think about I got a new poem I dropped last week. I'll probably drop another one. But I'm just saying the value comes in to you, and that's why when you have the app and everything, gentlemen, that you get, if you get the app, I'm going to show you how to create that, because that's the thing that's going to keep the loop open. It is the value that you have for yourself, gentlemen, that is actually going to keep the loop open. And see, the things is that I'm not saying that you have to pretend to be something. And if you don't have anything going on, that's fine. It's not a bad thing. Let me get this question. This guy says, how do you know if a guy has game? Well, I'll tell you, guy, you don't have any game. Let me tell you how I know. Because, okay, sir, let me explain something to you. I'll simplify it and I'll make it in kindergarten references. Okay, in every neighborhood in this whole world, there are places for upper class, regular middle class, and poor people. All right? And then there's a place for those that are not just upper class, there is an upper class. More case in point, a place called like a Beverly Hills, all right? So there are places there's a place in California, I don't know, maybe you're out of the States or something, but in the United States and California, there is a place called Beverly Hills. It's a very affluent place. It's a very place with money, millionaires, billionaires, all right? And in this place of Beverly Hills, they have shops that don't have sticker prices on them, because they're saying that this is only for an exclusive set of people. And if you have to ask how much it costs, then you cannot afford it, sir. Does that make sense? So what they're doing is they're going to smoke out the person that has money versus the person who pretends to have money. Because the person that has money is just going to grab that item and just put it on the counter and slap his card down. The person who doesn't have money is going to say, excuse me, what does this cost? So let me get back to you. You're asking, how do you know if a guy has game? Because game will always recognize game. Wow, you know it's an amazing thing? So I'm watching something on Amazon Prime called Young Sherlock. I like that. You know, I like that sci-fi shit. You know I'm sci-fi nerdy. I'm not a nerd, I'm a geek. But in Young Sherlock Holmes, I think it's I forgot what episode he's in. It was an episode after he got shot, or 2 episodes after he got shot. But he's talking to the woman. You know what she says to him? Game recognizes game. I said, motherfucker, you right. So, sir, if you have to ask if you have game, you don't have game. Because if you had it, you wouldn't be asking if you have it. Everybody will know you have it. That's what I'm saying, man. Sir, I want you to write this down. Scary Perry or anybody that's a mod, can you please look up the Old Spice commercial starring Bruce, god damn it, who's the guy in Evil Dead? Who's the guy? Who is the guy that plays in the Evil Dead, guys? Who's the guy? No, you know what? Just type in YouTube. Old Spice, people just seem to know. Bruce Campbell. Yes. Type up Old Spice Bruce Campbell, and can you please post that link in there, because the level of game in that commercial is so deep you're going to drown. All right? All right? So what I'm saying is this. This is very important, okay? It's very important. Watch that clip. If y'all, it's scary. If you could just pull that up. Bruce Campbell. I know I was about to say, yeah, I'm old. I know I was about to say, Yahoo. I know, fuck y'all, I'm old. I'm old. Just bear with me. But look up Bruce Campbell, Old Spice, and put that out there, please. And what I'm saying to you guys out here, all right? So, and no, we don't argue with people. We just let him out. Look, he doesn't belong here. Just get him out. See that? We just get him out. Get him out the room. Anyway, what I'm saying to you guys out here is important as this. Is that what he says at the end ties up everything. And I'm not just saying people just seem to know. And I'm not saying women don't know, but their emotions will know. So you don't have to pretend to be a man. She's going to recognize a man because she's never met a man before. So you don't have to pretend to be somebody. You just be. Thank you. So, was it Julian put Bruce Campbell? Okay, Scary put Juice. Okay. So, guys, Scary Perry put that link out. When y'all guys get a chance, please watch that link right there so you can understand that you don't have to ask if you have or not. A woman doesn't know until she knows. But the only way she's going to know is if you value yourself by how you make her feel. When you don't value yourself, she feels nothing. She thinks nothing. She moves on like you are a nothing and a nobody. A somebody cannot pretend to be a nobody cannot pretend to be a somebody in front of a woman who can recognize he's a nobody. And that's why, gentlemen, what I'm saying to you young men out here, this is why it's very important that you have to have depth and range. And what I'm showing you with the band for all you guys out there, and thank you 62 likes. I'm showing all you guys out here who have the band. I'm showing you how to open up. Guys, let's go to the lake real quick. We'll go to the lake real quick, and I'll talk to you. We'll pull up. We'll look at the scenery of the lake real quick, and I will talk to you for a little bit. We'll talk a little bit longer. Hold on, let me show you where we're gonna look at. So we're gonna Hold on, guys. We're going to look at that right there. Right there. Okay, that while I'm talking to y'all, we're gonna look at the lake for a second, okay? So we're gonna take a moment and we're gonna just pull up by the lake, look at the scenery, and I'm gonna talk to you for a second while I'm looking at the beautiful scenery, while I'm spitting this game to you guys out here. Okay, so hold on, let me pull in without hitting anybody. Shit. All right, there we go. There we go. Let me show you a shot. Let me show you a beautiful shot. So I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. Not the woman walking by with the baby. I don't need y'all to see her, but I'm showing y'all. Okay, so we're looking at we're looking at that scenery right there. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So I just want y'all to see that shit. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to what we're saying. So, okay, so I'll talk to you for a little bit longer while we're doing this. So what I'm saying to you guys out there to understand what I'm saying, okay, you guys out here, the value has to come in with who I am and what I create. Okay. What I'm saying for all you guys. Okay. We're done with it. We're done with the Easter game. And well, no, Jill, that could be a lake spread your ass cheeks. But anyway, but for a lot of you guys out here, okay, we're done with the Easter game. We're going to start working towards 4th of July. As I've always tell you, I'm just preparing you for 4th of July, but we got to get there, but we'll get there soon. We want to build something because the value, gentlemen, is not in what you are right now. The value is in what she can feel about you. That's going to keep that loop open. And this is why, for y'all guys listening to me, you've got to watch that free boot camp. You've got to go to the Man Mindset, click on Mouthpiece 101, and you've got to watch that Mouthpiece video because that is everything, okay? That is everything for all you guys out here. It's everything. And what's important here is that I'm not looking for a woman to like me or be interested in me or anything like that. I want a woman to feel that she values my time so much that when she doesn't have any time with me or any interaction, it fucks with her. Gentlemen, women are always going to have space. There's always going to be time. Look, women are smart enough to try to run from the smoke. Women, okay, let me explain women. Now, women hate motherfuckers like us because women know how to move and maneuver. They know how to avoid space because they can always keep themselves busy. And this is how smart women are. They can watch TV, they can read a book, they can talk to their girlfriends. Hell, guys, I'm gonna tell you, they will do this. They will also text other men and they will do everything they fucking can to not think about you, because thinking about you is going to trigger something that they cannot control. But if they're talking about people that they're in control, they're in control of their cat videos, they're in control of the book, of the page that they turn, they're in control of the TV shows that they watch, they're in control of the guys that they text. So they're actually in control, gentlemen, because they don't want to lose control. And it is in that space that they run away from, because the moment they think about you is a triggering feeling of, I think about him, I miss him, what is he doing? Or why is he messaging me? Does he think about me? Does he care about me? Did he leave me alone? Will I ever talk to him again? Every woman has her own thing, guys. I can't tell you what every woman is going to think with you. But I'm telling you, when you're that guy, it's actually going to change. Let's see here. But isn't her trying not to think about you going to put her in the quicksand? No. Dub. The land is the quicksand. That's why I want to be a landowner. Thank you, 71 likes. So if I put her, if she gives me a piece of land, she's already in the quicksand. So she's already in it. She just doesn't realize it. Because her greatest enemy is going to be her pussy. And I want y'all to write that down. I know that's crazy. Her greatest enemy is going to be her pussy. Let me explain that to you. John, let me explain something to you guys that y'all don't understand about all these women out here. Man, they think they pussy is the end all be all. They think they pussy is the end all be all. They think they got the bomb motherfucking pussy. You want to know why? Because look at all these thirsty motherfuckers running behind my pussy. Look at all the free dinners they're getting to get my pussy. Look at all the conversations just to get my pussy. Look at the nervousness just to get my pussy. Look at all the guys that want to take me to dinner, want to take me to, or buy me something, give me something, because they just want to tap into this pussy. So gentlemen, what gives them power is going to fuck them up with us. That pussy power. That pussy power, what gives them power with the humans, is going to backfire with us, Dub. Because her pussy power is going to think that her pussy is going to corral a man. She thinks her pussy is so great that it's going to make a man submit. Like these fucking Hallmark card movies where he's like, oh my God, I lost her. And I need to find her. I love her and I don't want to lose her and all that stupid shit. So what I'm saying is that a lot of women, they have pussy power because they know they can make the majority of the humans pussy whipped. But that's an available guy. That's not a guy with game. If you don't, see, when you have the game, gentlemen, one thought, one mind, one way. Okay, when you are what we call a rare breed, all right? You're not ruled by her pussy, and you're not ruled by what we call emotional weather, okay? Yeah, Eva, good day to you, my lady. But what I'm saying is to you guys out here, you don't become somebody for somebody. And I know a lot of you guys feel that you have to be somebody and not even to get somebody. You trying to get that thing. You trying to get those ass cheeks. I get it. But I'm not losing who I am. I'm not losing my structure. I'm not trying to create an attraction. Write this down, gentlemen. Stop trying to create an attraction and become a sexual attraction by keeping the loop open. As long as you guys operate the same way under the same construct, you are always going to keep the loop closed. Y'all got to watch the video. I'm trying to show y'all this. The only way a woman's going to find you sexy, valuable, cute, funny, intriguing, and every word that guys, I hate guys, I can't stand compliments, but they'll tell you, man. They'll ask you about your skin. They'll ask you about your dimple, your lips, your smile. I mean, they love that. But a sexual attraction, and they say, what's good with you, my dog, Zay? What's up with you, 1,000? What's up, brother? Well, listen to what I'm saying. Check this out. Let me show you how cold you can be in this game. Get your crayons out. If the sexual attraction is the beginning, which is it's kind of like a 2D and a 3D thought. Gentlemen, listen, I'm the only one that tells you this, gentlemen. Write this down. Anytime a woman compliments you from this point on, write this down, gentlemen, okay? A woman can say, that's a nice shirt. Those are nice glasses. That's a nice smile. You have sexy lips. You have a cute dimple. You have pretty eyes. They're going to say a lot of things. They're going to say a lot of things. And some are going to say, can I see that dick? But you can't do that. Don't ever send them a dick pic, guys. No dick pics. Okay. Anytime a woman gives you a compliment, put her fucking ass in action. Now I'm gonna say it again. Anytime a woman gives you a compliment, put her ass in action, okay? All right? And the reason why you put her in action is because if I'm cute now, what's the action? Gentlemen, you know my cologne. You know I love my allure. Wait, do I? I usually have my cologne with me. Where's my allure at? I usually have my cologne with me. But gentlemen, what I'm saying to you guys is this. You have to have your spray, you have to have your cologne. And gentlemen, if you've never smelled Allure, man, go to Macy's or Dillard's. Just ask for a sample of Allure. I don't like Allure Sport, but that's my shit. Whatever it fits your skin, it's for you. But what I'm saying to you guys out here is that if a woman compliments me, then I'm going to throw something at her. Now remember, this is not a question, this is a statement. Do you want to experience it? Do you want to experience it? Would you like, listen, if you want to experience what a sexy smile is, sexy eyes are, being cute, whatever compliment she gives you, if you want to experience it, then this is what I want you to do. Now, remember, for some of you guys, you can lead them towards the shower game to give her a sexual taste of you, but you can do, maybe we go shower second. Don't push the shower game first. But what I would say to you guys out there is that when a woman gives you a compliment, send her ass to put her on a trip. Tell her, if you want to experience me, then go to Macy's or Dillard's. Now, if you're out of the country, I don't know if there's a Macy's or Dillard's, but if you're out of the country, go to a department store in the mall, because I know there are malls over, okay? Go to a department store in the mall, okay? All right? And in those stores, they should have your cologne, okay? Gentlemen, listen, don't buy cheap-ass cologne. And don't buy expensive. Buy what fits you. But something that is not, again, not nasty or anything. Like, for me, it's Allure. I'm a Allure guy. I got two kinds of Allure. But what I'm saying for you guys out here, when it comes to my Allure, that I want to tap into, okay, I already got the sight. I already got the sound of the mouthpiece, right? Sight, sound. Next I want to do is I want her to smell me. 4D, brother, 4D. If you want to experience me, then the next time you go to the mall, why don't you go get a sample of my Allure cologne? It's either Allure or Chanel or the blue. Those are the two. The blue is in the black, Chanel. Get those, right? Okay? All right, so get that. All right, so let me see here. So at my job, this MILF was being a hell of aggressive and took my number to set up smashing. She was showing me pics of her sister. So no, all right, you fucked up. Zay, you fucked up. Zay, let me tell you what I would have done. Okay. I want to play with my pussy. Let me explain something, Zay, to you, dog. Ladies, I think y'all need to leave. I don't think y'all need to hear this shit, but I'm going to tell you. Zay, you remember I told you that clip I put out, the 5 kind of women you should have? A dinner chick, a lunch chick, a chill chick, the one that gives you a body massage and all that shit. I'm going to play with that pussy. Let me show you what I'm talking about, Zay. I've had a lot of women try to fuck me at the job. Now remember, Zay, see, you ain't even gaming it out. Zay, are you in a building? Zay, where you work at? Is it a office building? Where is it at, Zay? Zay, you ain't even gaming it. I'm going to give you some game. Zay, are you in an office building? Let me know, Zay. Talk to me, dog. Zay, are you in an office building or anything? Let me know. Are you in an office building? Because you ain't even gaming this shit out. Okay, Amazon. Okay, so Zay, check it out, Zay. Check it out. Okay, I was going to give you some office building game, but check it out. So Zay, one thing I learned when I was young, learning this game, is that I like playing with the pussy like a lion. What I'm saying is, and it's not, and I want y'all guys to know, for y'all guys to understand this, for you guys to understand, is that what is important is that when you watch any kind of nature show, watch it. When they capture that animal and they know they got it, they let it go to make it feel like it's got the shot. It doesn't. It's already over. Okay? And what I'm saying is that I'd rather you play with the pussy and toy with the pussy. See, what I would have done, Zay, because I've always had women that want to fuck me at the job and shit. But this goes into the 4th of July. Zay, I'm cool with her and I'll give her dick crumbs, right? Give her some dick crumbs. But then where you went wrong, Zay, you got to find out, what she's getting into on the weekend. Are you going to, because we're in the springtime, pool parties, barbecues, picnics. We got the 4th of July coming up, going to the club. Women are doing shit. You got to find out, Zay, what she's doing this weekend and what she's getting into, and if she's doing it with her girlfriends. That's where you got to find out at. Because I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to use Shay Shay right there. I'm going to use Shay Shay. She's a woman. I think that's a woman. So no, Zay, listen to me. I don't give a fuck if she's flirting. Nah, I don't give a fuck if she's flirting. What I'm saying is, if Shay Shay is flirting with me, right? I ain't gonna just say you can have his dick, because if you guys allow a woman that flirts you and you become all mush and buttery and soft, then you don't have no influence on that woman. Make that woman work for the dick. So the way you make her work for the dick, find out what she's getting into, and then find out who's going to that thing that she's going to. I don't know. I'm not gonna say Shay. I'm gonna use a woman. Let me use another woman. I'm gonna use Jill, because I know Jill's a woman. Check this out. Jill trying to fuck with me. We at work and shit. I'm just not gonna give her the dick right off. What you getting into, right? Well, she gonna do this thing this weekend with her girl. Maybe they're going for they're gonna have medi-pedis. They're gonna, I don't know, go to the beauty store. And then after the beauty store, they're gonna fucking go to the club later on that night, or they're gonna go to a party, a gathering or something like that. So it's at that point that I need to get on your gram, girl. Let me see you going. And let's get on your IG and let me see all those other pieces of pussy that I'm gonna talk to, because you can't have a dick. But I'm gonna introduce those other women to this dick. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm saying at the end of the day, guys, and 1,000K, you can't be too easy and too available, dog. That's the problem. The woman you're talking to feels like she's got you already. And let me tell you about women. Women love to fish. Get your crayons out. Women love to fish. They love to cast that fucking rod out there and work as hard as they can to reel your punk ass in. And then once they get you, they display the fish, take the photo, and throw your ass back in the water saying, I knew I could get that motherfucker. And you don't want to be that guy. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So, what people don't understand when it comes to this level of the game is that a lot of you individuals are not showing the woman that her pussy doesn't matter. You're showing the woman that she's special. That what she has between her legs has so much value that please, like y'all like, oh please, governor, can you blow me have a little bit? Please let me have a piece of a pussy crumb, please, please. Fuck you. We're not doing that stupid shit. This is why the things that y'all gotta do as a man, you've gotta learn the difference between, write this down, gentlemen, get your crayons out, between sexual investment, all right, and sexual interest. Sexual investment, sexual interest. a woman can, since these motherfucking women, we're talking about women, not children, but since they were young, there was a interest in that rapper, that singer, the football player, the baseball player, the basketball player, the musician, where they would put posters of their walls, they would rip out, they would have magazines of the motherfucker and shit like that. That was interest. That was that, oh my, okay, think about, well, we can't go with Chris Brown's situation, but a lot of women are groupies to a lot of artists out there. They were like, my God, he's so sexy. You know, every woman has an artist that's a singer, a rapper, or something that they have a sexual interest in. Oh yeah, him, I'd fuck him. Or him, yeah, I'd probably suck his dick. Those are just, again, gentlemen, those are just words. But women have people that they see, you know, yeah, I probably, you know, oh, I like that actor. Or it could be a Brad Pitt or a Denzel Washington or whoever they like. I don't know who women watch. I'm just giving y'all examples. That, gentlemen, is sexual interest. But you don't want sexual interest from that woman. That means that, oh, you're cute, you're nice, you're friendly, but I'm not gonna give you this pussy. Then there is sexual investment. Watch this. I don't want to fuck with him. He's not the height requirement that I have. He's not the money requirement that I want. He's just not the kind of person I feel connected to because I'm on my period and, you know, I'm cramping right now and and I just had a slice of chocolate cake and Vittles, come here. He's just not the right guy for me in Vittles. All that stupid shit. But I have to see him. I have to talk to him. I have to message him. I have to go back and reread our conversations or play back the audios that he sent me. Or I've got to look at the videos that he showed me because I'm getting a shot. Now remember, guys, now watch this. Now, women can be smart and rub it out and bust a nut and calm that down. Women are smart. Women know how to play with that pussy. But what I'm saying is that a sexual investment comes from feeling. A sexual interest comes from the surface. Women can be, gentlemen, just as interesting as a guy can be to a woman that she say, I'll probably suck his dick, or I could fuck a guy like that, or, oh my God, it's Chris Brown. Oh my God, let me pull my titty out for him, or whatever. You remember like the woman. Okay. So, okay, if you remember the woman that kissed the guy, wait, the woman that was with the husband that kissed Chris Brown, she had a sexual interest saying, if I ever got my hands on Chris Brown, oh, he can have his pussy all day, and I don't give a fuck if my man is there or not. This pussy is his. A sexual investment was when her man said that I got these tickets. Oh, she gamed it out. She said, oh my God. Then the probability went out. There's a chance that Chris Brown might see me. And girl, I gotta get my shit together. I gotta get this pussy trimmed up for that motherfucker. To then when she got with him, she had her man right there. And she, oh, Chris, oh, Christopher, oh my God, Christopher, oh, and her man was right there. What I'm saying to y'all guys out here is that, and this is important, not to laugh. Women can, okay? Women can, all right? Have a sexual interest in you. But sexual interest is not enough because that's coming from the other humans in which she's interpreting things. But when there is a sexual investment, she's going to fight it, all right? She's going to fight it. And by her fighting it is because, okay, I keep telling you, the one thing that women can control is that pussy when they're not around him. Every woman right now can say, you know what? I'm feeding my cat vittles. I want a piece of chocolate cake. You know what? That nail polish would look good to me right now. You know what? I'm trying to find another dildo that I can, let me go dildo shopping. Or, you know what? Gee, this wine is pretty tasty. I wonder if there's something close to this that I can have that goes with my salmon and my salad. But at any moment they have that from the service and say, you know what? I want to bust a nut. I want to play my pussy right there. Already locked in. She already know I'm going to bust this nut. I'm going to go and rub this out and play with my motherfucking pussy. And you know what? I'm in my car right now. Nobody's watching me. Rub it out. Hey, you know I'm in a department store. You know what? Maybe I'll go in the fit room and rub it out. I can go in the bathroom and rub it out. Anytime a woman wants to rub on that pussy and come, she has the power to turn that trigger on and the power to turn it off until she runs into a man that she has a sexual investment in. She's not invested in him. It's her pussy that is actually invested in you guys. That's what I'm saying for you guys. It's you. You are the investment. And what I'm saying is that when you become that investment, gentlemen, that's what's going to actually change the game, because your availability is going to make her feel sexy. I'll give you an example. Let me use my dog. Frankie. Let me use Frankie. All right, let me show you. Let me say Frankie. Frankie or Scary Perry. They're going to be like this. Man, fuck Scary Perry. Fuck him. That motherfucker, he ain't shit. Fuck that motherfucker. I don't need Scary Perry. I don't need Frank. Fuck them motherfuckers. They ain't shit. Motherfucking cocky, conceited, arrogant motherfucker. Who the fuck does he think he is? He ain't getting this. You know what? Fuck him. I don't need him. I got all these other guys in my life. And you know what? I don't need him. You see how that shit go? See how that shit go? What I'm saying is a woman is going to get mad. Guys, I keep telling y'all. Steve, I'll throw you in here. Steve, I can't stand Steve. Steve is a bitch. Hey, Steve, I hate you. Fuck that motherfucker. Who does Steve think he is? He think he's God's gift to women? I don't need you. I've got all these other guys. She gonna say all that shit, gentlemen. But you'll know when you're a sexual investment, because the moment you reach out to her, you can say sexy. You don't even have to, you can just say, I'm thinking about you. You can send her a meme. You can send her a poem. You can send her a track. You can send her anything, and the investing part of her is going to wipe all that shit clean and melt like motherfucking butter. Melt like butter. That's the beautiful thing about the game, gentlemen. And that's why, as we talk about investments, that's why all this important. This is very important, man. Because see, when you have that diamond dig, gentlemen, this is what you're saying that a lot of guys don't understand. What you're saying is look, it's not when I'm gonna fuck you. I mean, fucking you guys, I'm going beyond poking a hole. Fucking you is when you think about me and you have butterflies. Fucking you is when you think about me, you start to tingle. Fucking you is when you think about me and you start to secrete and start to become wet and you want to play with yourself. Fucking you is when you touching your pussy and you're thinking about me. Fucking you is when you go to bed with me on your mind. Fucking you is when you laying in bed wondering what I'm doing. Fucking you is when you wake up every morning grabbing your phone hoping that you get a good morning message, how you doing, sexy, or whatever message from me. Gentlemen, that's fucking a woman. All that other shit y'all doing is making sexual investments. Y'all are not doing that. Y'all are not making women feel. And again, this is not manipulation. This is connection. Remember, gentlemen, the only ones that have the game are going to do this, because women, listen, I will say this again, because I gotta make sure you understand this. Women are educated. Please, gentlemen, this is not tearing women down. I got to stress this because I want you never to think that we're red pill and manosphere. Women are educated. Women know how to read. They know how to write. They know how to spell. They know how to drive. They know how to do everything. They're educated. They can have their own jobs, their own businesses. They can be CEOs, CFOs, presidents, vice presidents. They can be directors, managers, and bosses. They can do all that human surface level shit. That's the truth. They are educated when it comes to the reality that you are in. But when it comes to a motherfucking man with diamond dick, they are ignorant as fuck. Because what they can trigger gets triggered when they are around him. And that's what they don't understand. How is it he turns me on and I can't turn this shit off? It's like driving a car with no fucking brakes. How is it he gets me at 100 miles an hour and I can't slow this vehicle down? Why is it I want more? I want more of him, more of his texts, more of his voice messages, more of his videos. I want more of him because I can't get enough, because I'm addicted to the dick. I'm addicted to his value. I'm addicted to what he's giving me, gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. This is not to tear women down, but here's the beautiful thing. Women don't know about this because women are not around men that value their dick. No diddy. They're not around that. But then that's where they make the emotional, this sexual investment comes at a point where she just wants to hear from you. But guys, you know I'm evil. I want to bring her into the darkness. And I want to conquer that pussy. And yes, and I don't give a fuck. I'm being honest with you. This is not being mean. Why the fuck do I just want that shit right there? Okay, I get it, guys. Yes, you want a woman to get wet. Yes, you want a woman to play with her pussy. Yes, you want a woman to tell you she cares about you, she thinks about you, she misses you, she wants to sleep with you, and all that weak, peddly shit. No. That's door number fucking 20 or some shit like. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not, gentlemen, I'm trying to show you there is a thing called sexual torture that's a good thing that brings her into the darkness. I don't say torture her by being that the fuck with her in a bad way. I'm saying, guys, think about a woman like this. Think about a woman like those movies that you see when people are like, okay, sir, let's dig deep. Tink, tink, tink. Oh my God, sir, we've got a chamber. Come here. We've got a chamber. What does the writing on the chamber say? Wait, why is everybody running? Wait, stop. Why are you running? Oh, because it says, he who opens the door, an evil is going to come out and we can be here. Y'all know those fucking movies. What if I told you women's pussies are the same fucking way? But you don't run from the chamber. You unlock the chamber by this thing, by torturing the pussy in a fun, sexual way. By starving the fucking pussy. By making it hungry. Do you know what it means? You know what it is when you're starving? I don't think people understand what starving means. When you're starving, when a woman is starving for pussy, it is a hunger that she needs fulfilled. But the torture, the sexual torture and the sexual fun, gentlemen, I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, guys, I used to tell you this back when it was 50 Shades of Grey. Women have an unlockable, do y'all understand? They like that ass smacked, the nipples pinched, the hair pulled. They like the butt cheek spread. Some of them like the finger in the butthole. I'm just being honest with you. Don't judge me. If you know who you are, you know who you are. But what I'm saying to y'all guys out here is that torture is why just have her think about you. Let her grab your cologne and spray it into the pillow while the tears are running down her face of missing you so bad because it feels so good that she begins to cry. Did you hear what I said? Wants you so bad that it feels so good that she feels a pain that is a good pain, the pain of missing you. Okay, gentlemen, you know how it is when you have brain freeze, when you have an icy, or you know how it feels when you stump your fucking toe or step on the Lego or whatever. You know that pain, how it gives you that feeling, but when it goes away, it's like, oh, you get this thing called relief. It's the same thing in the game. You want to torture her in a bad way. Remember, gentlemen, we're not talking evil is bad and dark and godly is religious and light. I'm talking about the place, gentlemen, that every woman, guys, y'all think these women that are y'all around, that walk around and say, oh, I'm a good girl. I'll have a salad. I'll drink some water. I feed the homeless. Do you know when they play with that pussy, they go to dark places, gentlemen? That's the thing that nobody tells you. Every woman that touches that thing with their fingers, with that dildo, the wasp or the buzzing bee or whatever, oh, whatever it is, they don't go to a place of sunshine and rainbows and roses and flowers and trinkets. They go to a dirty, dark fucking place. And what I am saying to you guys, that is why you want to torture them this way. It's a bad way, but it's going to be a good way, because it actually unlocks and evolves the place in which, okay, gentlemen, women hokey pokey this. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? Women, they got their right foot in, you got your right foot out so they can hokey pokey. We all did that as children. Y'all know that game. Women can go to the dark place and leave the dark place. But women, when they get with Diamond Dick, they can stay in the dark place and be tortured by that dark place by yearning for you, having a hunger for you. And they get so mad at you, they're going to cuss you out. They're going to be so angry at you, they're going to block you. See, gentlemen, women are going to get rid of you in two ways. All right? Way number one is if you're creepy. Creepy guys are going to get blocked. But the guy that unlocks the darkness is going to be blocked as well, because the woman is saying, you ain't going to control me no more. You're not going to have power over me. You know how women do when they write them fucking stupid ass affirmations and shit? Girl, I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I love me. I'm a woman. I'm valuable. I'm special. And I am no longer going to allow that asshole and that jerk to have power over me. I'm a woman, damn it. All that stupid fucking, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. All that hallmarky shit. Women do that. Anyway, gentlemen, let them think they can escape. It is like an alcoholic living in a liquor store, motherfucker. It's like an alcoholic in a liquor store. It doesn't matter where you go. You can run to aisle 5, to aisle 7, to aisle 10. It doesn't matter where you go, because there's the rum of me. There's the Jack Daniels of me. Over there's the tequila of me. There's the vodka of me over there, right? There's the mojito of me. I don't know. I'm just thinking of liquors. I don't know. I don't drink, so I don't know all the liquors they have. But guys, you know what I'm saying. So if she is trapped in her own prison called your diamond dick, where the fuck is she going to go? You want to know where she's going to go? She's going to go right. She's going to say, you know what? I'm finally in control of myself. I love myself. I appreciate myself. I value myself. And I'm no longer going to let that asshole and that jerk control my pussy. But I still miss his scent. I think about him, and the only way I can be close to him, if I can't have him, I block him. I don't want to be around him, and I don't want him to know is what, gentlemen? I'm setting it up. Think. If she blocks you, guys, you're going to get blocked by women. They're going to block you. I swear. They're going to block you. They're going to cuss you out. They're going to do everything under the fucking sun. But they're still going to have access to you. It's like an alcoholic in a liquor store, or a crackhead in a distillery that sells weed and other things. She's going to have access to you. And she knows, gentlemen, this is what you guys will understand. This is why you got to put her on the field trip. If she has your scent, that is closer. Okay, your voice messages, as I teach you, and your videos, masturbation audios, and all those things are powerful, and yes, they're impactful. But gentlemen, I keep telling you, why would I just do that shit? I want to conquer. I can just leave it at that, but motherfucker, don't you want to play with your food? Play with your food. Play with your food. Guys, let me flip it real quick to show y'all what I'm talking about so y'all don't think I'm being mean to women. You know all the women that y'all are trying to fuck, all the women that you're thinking about, all the women whose ass that you want to tap from the back, whose titties you want to put your face in. Think about the torture you're going through right now, thinking about her. Wonder if she's thinking about you. Wanting to reach out to her, going over the text messages and everything that y'all doing to try to figure out where you went wrong. Well, that's what they're doing to you. Now, for you sick motherfuckers that steal their panties and shit, that's the level I'm going at. Because there's a lot of you weird motherfuckers that will go over her house, steal her panties, tuck them in, and then think about her and sniff her panties at the same time. All right? I'm not trying to be disgusting. I'm just trying to be real. Just follow me, please. What I'm saying to you guys out here, it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. What I'm saying to you guys out here is that I already got that pussy. It's just a matter of when I want that pussy. You know, guys, I know you don't think a woman can fall in love with you with your word. Your words are powerful, where a woman can't fall in love with you by your words. Absolutely so, gentlemen. I know a lot of y'all don't understand that, okay? I know y'all understand that. But what I'm saying to y'all guys, and guys, we got a few more minutes, so if you got a question, cap it, but I wanted to make sure I give y'all a show, because we're not going to do anything tomorrow. I'll probably do something maybe tomorrow night or give you a video. But anyway, what I'm saying to you guys out here was really important, okay, is that, well, I want her to experience the loss of the dick, where, again, okay, a lot of people will get mad at the drug dealer for giving the druggee the drug, right? But does the drug dealer hand the druggie the thing and say, you gotta smoke it, you gotta inject it, you gotta take it? No, I'm just giving you access. You paid for a product. I'm giving you access. I'm not the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. I'm just giving you access to it. What you do with it is what you want to do with it. And if you have the drug, you'll put it down, you'll fight it, you'll look at it, you'll sweat it out, you'll do some exercise. I'm not joking about being an alcoholic or being a crackhead, but that's what I do. When I was cracked out on the fentanyl of me, and I'm an alcoholic because I drank me and shit like that, I know what it is like to be drunk and be cracked out on yourself. So you always are going to fight that next liquor bottle of you. But what I'm saying for her is that she's going to try to forget you, But she will never forget your scent. She will never forget your scent. Matter of fact, I saw it in, Young Sherlock, again, on Amazon Prime. So the father's kind of a liar and shit, and he tells the mother, because he took the child away, he's like, I'll bring your daughter back, right? Right? And when the mother hugged her child, you know what she said? You're not my child. And everybody say, no, this is her child, it's your child, it's your child. She says, no, she doesn't have my scent. Gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying. Guys, people don't teach you this shit. I'm trying to show you a different reality and interpretation. Your masculine scent through your cologne is going to be something that she can hold on to while she tortures herself. When her pussy says, don't call him. When her pussy says, fuck that motherfucker. When her pussy says he's cocky, arrogant, conceited, narcissistic. We don't need that motherfucker. Fuck him. He's an asshole. He's a dick. He's a jerk. Man, block that bitch. Fuck him. They can't do anything to stop your scent. You see what I'm saying, gentlemen? Your scent. Listen to what I'm saying. She can smell you all damn day. When she's crying over you, she can smell that scent. When she's laughing, she can smell that scent. When she's missing you, she can smell you. When she's jealous, she can smell you. When she's territorial, she can smell you. And remember what it was like when she was with you, talking to you and texting you. And here's the beautiful thing about it, gentlemen. Her pride is going to say, fuck you. But her pussy and her heart is saying, I need more of you. And let the games begin of the war that you have actually created in that woman. And when you do that, gentlemen, okay? When you do that, that's going to be the most torturous fucking thing you can do for a woman that they are going to love and adore. It's the greatest torture. Guys, I want you to think about the fucking movies that they know. It's even the movies. I shouldn't fuck you. I shouldn't. It's wrong. It's wrong. No, I shouldn't. No, we can't. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. We can't. I shouldn't. No, it's not right. It's not right. And then what? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? That's the same thing. But gentlemen, watch this, watch this. Let me show you what has a little more depth before I break this off. Check this out. You know how many movies women have saw that? Women have seen movies like that all their lives, right? They've seen the movies like that. And you know what they say to their girlfriends while they're eating popcorn or some shit like that, or painting their nails or texting or some shit like that? She'd be like, wow, I wonder what that feels like. Y'all see what I'm saying? Listen, gentlemen. She will pause and she will say, damn, I wish I had a man to do some shit like that to me. I wonder what it feels like to want something so fucking bad and to go against all my principles and everything for that one thing. I wonder what it feels like. And gentlemen, what happens when you can be the person to put her into the story? Do you understand the open loop? What happens when a woman recognizes I can be the woman in the story? I can be the one. I can go against the grain of not wanting that asshole. I'm not giving my pussy up to that motherfucker. Fuck him. I'm not gonna be another bitch. I'm not gonna be a notch on his belt. Fuck him. I don't want to deal with him. Who the fuck does he think he is? I deserve a man. And I'm not gonna fuck with somebody that has other women. Fuck his married to the gay motherfucking ass. Fuck that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about him. Gentlemen, that's exactly what you want. Gentlemen, that's exactly what you want. Her to draw a line in the sand, to be the line in the stone. That's how this motherfucking game works. That's how she gonna get caught up in the dick and everything. Because a lot of women don't know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all guys think I'm tripping and shit. I'm dead ass serious, man. Women are gonna go through shit. So they wonder what's it like to be cracked out on. Oh, well, yeah, they gonna get cracked out on this dick. Because the crack, okay, Fess. That's why with the girl you fucking, right? All right, Fess. The chick you fucking is still out of town. Fess, what I want you to do is I want you to put her on a field trip. Tell her, say, you know what? Before I give you this dick when you get back home, tell her this is what I want you to do. I don't want you to just taste this dick. I want you to experience me. So I want you to go to Macy's or Dillard's and get your cologne, Fess. And then when you get back home and you think about me, you miss me, you want to talk to me, you want to tell me something, or you don't want to share information, just spray my cologne in the air, spray it on your body, and breathe me in, Fess. That's what the fuck I'm saying, dog. They don't know this level of game because motherfuckers don't teach this shit. So I need you guys to move them. This is part of the game I'm gonna be teaching you. I need to move her to my cologne, my scent. She needs to be able to breathe me in and have my scent on her to a point where she wakes up every morning and sprays my cologne on her body and walks around all day with my scent on her. Or puts it in a towel or a napkin like a handkerchief and just breathes me in. That's what you want to do. I want her to breathe me in and to feel me, because every moment she breathes me in is another adventure, another thought, another miss. Okay, so she's back in town, okay? All right, but we fucked last night. She asked for my hoodie, so you have my scent. Right, so look, Fess, good, my dog. Okay, so what I want you to do, Fess, is get at me, because we're going to do the Easter game. Tell her I know Easter is over, but I got something special for you. Now, if you can rent a room or something, Fess, I know you can't, I don't have your crib, but we'll set up the Easter game, so we'll get her Easter game. Only if, Fess, say I got something nasty and dirty I want to do with you, but only if you go to the mall. Here's the rule of the game. You go to the mall, you buy my cologne, I got something I want you to do, because that's something more I want to do with your pussy. I want to elevate not just your pussy. I want to elevate what you think and feel about me while you're playing with your pussy. That's what I'm saying. So Fess, get some coaching, Fess, because we're going to set up the Easter game for her on the back end. But Fess, I want you to put her on a field trip, and I want you to send her to Macy's or Dillard's, because if she wants the cologne on your hoodie, which is good, we need to put you in a position where, okay, let me show you what addictive people do that y'all don't understand. So if I'm cracked out on me, okay, say I'm cracked out on me, and you know, because I am a crackhead, because I'm addicted to myself. So what people do that are on drugs, they try to hide the addiction. They always wear the makeup of trying to pretend that they are in control, but every once in a while when no one's looking, you see what I'm saying, Fess? So what I'm saying is that when a woman is addicted to you, you're not going to know how many times she smells your cologne. Women will smell your fucking cologne all day and tell you they've only smelled it one time. Or they might tell you never did at all. But Fess, listen. The more she smells you, the greater the addiction to you. Just remember that. Remember, dog, it's the wormhole or the quicksand. The more she breathes you in, the more she thinks about you, the deeper the emotion. The deeper the emotion, the more she's going to be emotionally invested in your dick. The more emotionally invested in your dick she is, the more open she is to doing nasty things, fun things, and exciting things to you guys out here. But all of this, gentlemen, has to start off with how you see yourself as valuable. But guys, always remember, guys, and I tell you guys, please, gentlemen, go to the Man Mindset and click on the band, all right? You have to watch that video to understand open loops, because if you are not creating an open loop with your woman, you are always going to struggle for her to get rid of you like a dress, a Tampax, or a pair of holy ass panty liners and shit like that. They'll wear that motherfucker until they can't wear it no more. Then they'll toss that shit in the trash can and get something else. Okay, you want to be something that draws on and get her right, okay? All right? All right? And see, like Eva, she knows she's like in Green Bay. See, you know what I would do? I'd make her wear something yellow and green, put a piece of cheese on her ass, smack her ass, and stuff the cheese in her fucking mouth while I'm pulling her goddamn hair. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Just joking, Eva. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. But anyway, guys, look, gentlemen, we love to hit you with this game, guys. We love to get you this game, gentlemen. Just remember, guys, we dropped a brand new short for you guys out there. We'll continue to give you this game. But, guys, watch the video. If you are out of the country, you can still get the formula. It is the band is something extra in the United States. The formula works around the fucking world. It doesn't matter where you're at. I've created a formula that is totally different, okay? And I got y'all covered, man. So, guys, you need me. Fuck with your boy, man. I gotta go feed my farm animals and shit. You know, I got other things I gotta do. But gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys. Gentlemen, please appreciate yourselves. We are going to leave this up, and I am going to talk to you guys soon. Peace.